Welcome to Vacuum Wars, and to our review of the Roborock Q7 Plus robot vacuum. We've put it through all kinds of tests over the past few weeks, and in this video, I'll go over all the results of those tests and our list of pros and cons. First, the basics. The Roborock Q7 Max Plus is in the upper middle tier of Roborock's lineup in terms of price and features. It comes in a black or white version. It can be purchased with or without the auto-empty dock station. All Q7 versions have a mop attachment, which is one of the main things that distinguish it from the previous Q5 series. Starting off with the pros, it's really good at its basic job of picking stuff up off of hard floors and carpets. I've often noted how good Roborock seem to be with their mechanics of pickup, like their side brush and main brush just work well together, making them noticeably good sweepers, and the Q7 is no exception. But the Q7 was also really good with subsurface cleaning. For example, in the carpet deep clean test, where we embed sand into medium pile carpet and weigh the bin before and after a 5-minute run, it was well above average, even scoring a little bit higher than the top of the line Roborock S7 Max V. Another big pro is the long list of features that come with the Q7 Max Plus. For example, it uses a very accurate LiDAR system to make a map of your house and to navigate around, and as we'll see later in the navigation tests, it's literally the best robot vacuum I've tested yet with navigation efficiency. It also has an auto-empty dustbin where when it returns to its dock to recharge, it automatically empties the contents of its dustbin into an included bag, making it a much more automated system than other less expensive robot vacuums. Another pro is its electronic mopping system, where after you fill its water tank, which is integrated into its dustbin, it will electronically pump water into the mopping pad to saturate it. And while the pad does not vibrate or lift up automatically like on the Roborock S7 Max V, it does apply pressure, which is a newer Roborock feature that does appear to help it clean tough stains. And I found its mop to perform as good or better than previous Roborocks in our tests. It's got all the fancy app features usually seen on super premium robot vacuums, like room select, zone cleaning, multi-floor mapping, 3D mapping, and recharge and resume, all things that really do make it a better user experience. One of the biggest pros for the Q7 Max Plus showed up in the navigation tests, where we do several runs on various power settings, and here we found that the Q7 was the most efficient robot vacuum we've tested so far, where it got an average of 0.88 square meters per minute, when the average is 0.68, and the next closest was the much more expensive Ecovex Omni X1. And it's not like it was just fast, it was also averaging 32 square meters per run, which is almost 2 square meters higher than average, so it really was covering more area quicker than its competitors. The Q7 was also incredibly good with the battery efficiency test, where after running it on 3 different power settings, it averaged 2 minutes per battery percentage point lost, where the average is 1.6 minutes. And if you run the calculations, it means that it theoretically could get about 1900 square feet per charge. And while I think you should take that number with a huge grain of salt, since there's a lot of factors that could change that, it's still the best score I've seen so far. Moving on to the cons, and this one really isn't a bad thing, but more of a neutral thing. But in the bench tests, where we test things like suction and airflow, the scores were just about average, really nothing good or bad to say about them. The same thing with the crevice pickup test, where it was just right at the average score. Really, the main negative thing for me is the price. It just seems a bit high to me. That being said, one of the head-to-head competition videos I'm working on is the Q7 Max Plus versus the Roomba S9 Plus with the M6 mopping robot. And spoiler alert, the Roborock Q7 Max Plus absolutely destroyed the Roomba S9 Plus in almost every category in those tests. So the Q7 Max Plus is a great choice, especially if you have almost all hard floors, because then you could vacuum and mop in one run instead of having to take off the mop pads for carpets. In fact, I just bought an extra Q7 Max Plus for my friend as a housewarming gift, so I'm not just saying that I like it, I really do.